Okay, again I'll discuss the another relationship. So now the relationship was the relation between normality, percentage strength, and the density of a solution. The strength which we will discuss now. So earlier we have discussed certain terminology. We have already discussed certain thing. Volume of solution you have already calculated. You have already calculated certain thing. I have already assumed these are the calculation of the first part. Mass of the solid, mass of the solution. So number of moles of the solid we have already calculated. Mass of the this number of moles of the solute is already calculated here. So no need to again to have a calculation of this one. So that is why I will be using directly using these values over there. Okay, only I will discuss only those things which were not discussed earlier. So first of all, for normality, what is the formula? First is the normality means number of gram equivalent per liter of the solution. That means number of gram equivalent divided by volume of solution in liter. So first of all, we have to find out the number of gram equivalent and the volume of the solution in the liter. Okay. Now the number of gram equivalent, how much, how to find out the number of gram equivalent of the solute? We must find out actual mass must be divided by the equivalent mass. Actual mass is W gram. What is the actual mass of the solid? That is W gram. This actual mass must be divided by equivalent mass. So here we are so actual mass divided by equivalent mass, so that gives you the number of gram equivalent. So W by gram equivalent, and gram equivalent is expressed as GEM. Why equivalent mass is gram? When equivalent mass is expressed in gram, then it is called gram equivalent mass, and gram equivalent mass is expressed by GEM. So 2y we are given because we are making a calculation for solute, that's why 2 is written. 2 indicates that it is for solute, not for the solution. So number of gram equivalent is how much? W by GEM2. Okay. Now the normality, what you need? Number of gram equivalent and the volume of the solution in the liter. Volume of the solution in liter, how it is calculated, it was discussed in the previous video. In the previous lecture we have given to you, in detail we have discussed when we are discussing the relationship between molarity and density. At that moment we have discussed in the previous video. So again go through it, and how it was calculated you must know it. So number of gram equivalent is how much? W by GEM2. And what is the volume of solution in liter? 1 by D into 10. So now we have written the values of these two parameters and make the calculation finally. So finally we are getting W into D into 10 by GEM2. So normal W is what? It is a percentage expression. W is what? It is a percentage expression. That's why instead of W we have mentioned here percentage. That means whatever the numerical value of percentage there, you should mention it. You are not you are not going to write entire percent. Just like if it is 4%, then you have to write 4 only. If it is 16%, you write 16 only. That means this percent indicates the numerical value of the percentage composition, not the entire percentage you are not going to write. So here also in this formula also, here this percentage indicates only the numerical value of the percentage. If it is 10%, then you write 10 only, not the 10 by 100 or 10%. If it is 12%, then you write only 12, not the 12% or 12 by 100. So remember this. So this is the second relationship we have discussed. Now I will discuss the third relationship. That this is the relationship between the molarity and normality. So we have discussed the relationship between molarity and the percentage composition density. Molarity, density and percentage composition. Relationship between these three. We have discussed the relationship between normality, percentage composition and density. So by utilizing this formula, you can find out the normality in a particular numerical. You have been given percentage composition and density, and the molar mass. You have to remember the molar mass. So whenever these two parameters are given in question, directly put value in this equation, directly you get the normality, and without making so huge calculations. Even whenever the percentage and the densities of a solution is given, the percentage composite solution and density of a solution is given, at that moment molarity can be easily calculated by using this formula. So this is the importance of this relationship. So without going into the so much calculations, you can directly find out the molarity and normality when you have been provided with a percentage and density of a particular substance. Okay. Now we'll be having a relationship between molarity and normality. What is the relation? That means if the molarity is known, you can find out normality. If normality is known, then you can find out the molarity. How it is, the relations could be established between the molarity and normality, that we will discuss. So first of all, we should know what is molarity. So molarity is nothing but it's a number of moles per liter of the solution. So that we have written, and the number of moles of the solution is what? Actual mass divided by molar mass. Whereas we have consumed that the volume of the solution must be V liter, because we will be calculating the molarity and normality for the same solution. And this relation is applicable for the same solution, not with the different solution. So this is the relationship of molarity and normality for the same solution. So molarity we have got this one, and the normality also. So now, so we have got the molarity. What is this? Actual mass denoted by W. GMM2 means molar mass of the solute. So instead of molar mass, we have written GMM2. The volume of the solution is V liter. So this is the this we have got. Now, so now volume is here. So you can bring this side. You can bring this volume this side, so it will get multiplied here. So it is molarity into volume equal to W by GMM2. This is the calculation, mathematical calculation. Again, GMM2 is here, it will be multiplied here. So now it is the weight of the, this is the actual mass of the solid, actual mass of the solid. So W is what? Actual mass of the solid. So we have got the actual mass of the solid with the help of molarity. So actual mass of the solid would remain same whether you say molarity or normality. So with the help of normality also, if we are able to calculate the actual mass of the solid, then in both the cases this actual mass of the solid will be equal to one another, because we are calculating the mass of the solute for the same solution, because we are making normality and molarity, and so in a two different way we will be calculating the mass of the solid with the help of molarity as well as with the help of normality. Since we are using the same solution, so whether you are calculating with the molarity or normality, you will be getting the same weight. So that's why this would be equal to one another. So at the moment we have got the actual mass of the solute with the help of molarity. Now we will be doing the same thing with the help of normality. Now see, normality is what? Number of gram equivalent, number of gram equivalent divided by volume of the solution in liter, because number of gram equivalent per liter of the solution is the normality of the solutions. What is the number of gram equivalent formula? Actual mass divided by equivalent mass, actual mass divided by equivalent mass, and we have assumed that the volume of the solution would be V liter, so we have written here V liter. Now actual mass is expressed by W, capital W, and equivalent mass is expressed by GEM, gram equivalent mass. Since it is expressed in mass, that's a gram, it is expressed in gram, that's why we should write gram equivalent mass, and 2 is written here to express that it is for solute, not for the solvent, to express the solute, not the solvent. So this is the formula we have got. So again we will be further we will calculate. So it will be multiplied this side, and again this one also this side. So we will be getting normality into V into GEM2 equal to W. We will be getting this. So we have got the value of W in two different, with the help of normality we have got this much, with the help of molarity we have got this much. So now we have got value of W in two different way, and this W is nothing, it's a mass of the solid. This is the mass of the solute. So mass of the solute is calculated in two different way for the same solution, with the help of molarity and with the help of normality. That is why we say that these two are equal to one another. That's why equation 1 and equation 2, these two are equal to one another. So these two are equal to one another. We are writing here molarity into GMM. Okay, so we have written this. Now the molarity into GMM2 equal to normality in GEM2, because volume get cancels one another, both the side volume is there. So ultimately we will be having molarity into GMM2 by GM2 equal to normality. So with the help of this formula you can find out the normality. So now the molarity into number of gram equivalent. This is what? This is the GMM2 is what? GMM2 is what? It is a molecular mass of the solute. GMM2 is what? It is the molecular mass of the solute. It is what? Molecular mass of the solute. And GEM2 is what? It is a gram equivalent mass of the solute. So when the molar mass is divided by equivalent mass, and then it becomes number of gram equivalent. So GM2 by GEM2. GMM2 is what? It is a molar mass of the solute, and GEM2 is what? It is the equivalent mass of the solute. So when the molar mass is divided by equivalent mass, then it will be giving you the number of gram equivalent. So in place of this, what we have written, number of gram equivalent equal to normality. So this is the relationship you can utilize. This is the relationship you can. This is the relationship between the molarity and normality. This relationship also you can utilize during the numericals. Molarity into GMM2 equal to normality in GEM2. This relationship also can be utilized to solve the numerical. If these two values are given, if have been given the number of gram equivalent, then utilize this relationship between molarity and normality. Okay, and sometime you have been normality and molarity is given to you. If it is known to you that normality and molarity is known to you, normality and molarity, then you can easily calculate the number of gram equivalent by doing this ratio. So these are the relationship, very important relationship to solve the numericals. So these are the relationship you must use for a fast calculation numericals. Okay, now I will discuss the another relationship, the relationship between molarity and molality. The relationship between molarity and molality. Okay. So here earlier lot of calculation have been made, so certain less calculation will be making. So what we have got, molarity. Molarity is m moles per 1000 ml, m mole of the solute present in 1000 ml of the solution. So that can be expressed m moles per 1000 ml or m mole per liter. So with this expression, how much we have got? We have got the number of moles of the solute is how much? M moles. Number of the moles of the solute is how much? It is m mole. And the volume of the solution is how much? 1000. From this information we are getting it. Number of moles of the solid, m moles, and the volume of the solution is 1000 ml or 1 liter. From this information we are getting, from the molarity we are getting these two information. So I have written this information, and density is given d gram per centimeter cube, means d gram per centimeter cube, d gram per ml. Centimeter cube is written as ml. So finally you have got the density d gram per ml. D gram per ml, this is your density. So mass of the solution, what is the mass of the solution? Because here you have got the volume of the solution. So when you multiply density with the volume of the solution, then you will getting the mass of the solution. So mass of the solution equal to density of the solution into volume of the solution. You know this formula very well. Lot of mathematical problem you have solved with this formula. Class 9 and 10th you have solved in the mathematics subject. So you must be aware of this solution, that mass equal to density into volume. Density into volume. This is the formula of mass. Density equal to mass by volume. So mass equal to density into volume. This is the formula. This formula for solution. We have been given density d gram per ml and volume is how much? 1000 ml. Density is how much? D gram per ml. And what is the volume of the solution? 1000 ml. So ml get cancelled. You will be getting 1000 d gram. So this is the mass of the solution. This is the mass of the solution. Clear? So now we have got the mass of the solution, because we have to find out the molarity and molality. In case of molarity, we need mass of the solvent in kg. So for that purpose, we should know the mass of the solution as well, mass of the solute. Now how to calculate the mass of the solute? So if the number of moles of the solute is known, then it will be multiplied by the molar mass. So here we have got the number of moles of the solute. So that is why the mass of the solute is how much? It is the number of moles into molar mass. Number of moles into molar mass. So now it is, so number of moles is expressed as capital M here. We have got the formula. Number of moles of the solute we have got here, m moles. So that we have written here. And what is the molar mass? That is gram molecular mass can be written m into gmm2 to represent that it is for solute, not for the solvent. So mass of the solute you have got. You must get mass of the solvent also. So mass of the solvent how will get? Total mass of the solution. How to get the total mass of the solution? It is the mass of solute plus mass of the solvent. So that is why the mass of solvent equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute. Okay. Solution means what? Solution means solvent plus solute. Solution means solvent plus solute. So you have been asked to find out the mass of solvent, then solution must be subtracted by solute. So that is why the written mass of solvent equal to mass of the solution minus mass of solute. So what is the mass of the solution calculated above? It is 1000 D, mass of the solution. And how much is the mass of solute? This much is the mass of the solute. So both the value written here. So you have got this. So now we have got the mass of the solvent. It can be further rearranged, because it is this mass of the solvent we have got in gram, but we need it in kg. So that's why it must be divided by 1000. So that is why it is divided by 1000 here. So now gram get converted into kg. Now we'll find out the molality. What is molality? Molality is number of moles of the solute present in per kg of the solvent. So it is the number of moles of the solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Symbol of molality m. Number of moles of the solute you have known to that it is m. So now now you are putting the mass of the solvent in kg. You have calculated here, so that value is written here. Now rearrange this one, so you will be getting this m equal to 1000, this one you are getting. So this relationship can be utilized to calculate the molality. M is molality. So if it is if the molarity is given to you and molarity of a solution and density of a solution is given to you, then by using this formula you can find out the molality of the solution. So from the molarity you can find out the molality. From the molarity you can find out the molality if the density is given to you. Okay. Now another kind of relation, same can be written in different way. From this we can establish in another way. You can write m equal to same written. You separate this one, these two, because it is divided by 1000. So from this relation we can get this new relationship here. Here you can get this 1000. It can, because by fraction you can separate it. 1000 is divided by this one or this one, both, so that we have written here. Okay, these are the mathematics, not the chemistry, nothing to borrow it. So this one we have written. Now we'll calculate this 1000 get cancels, we will be having d only, and you will be m into gmm 2 by 1000. So this one also you can utilize to calculate the molality of a solution if the molarity is given. If the molarity is given, you can find out the molality of a solution by utilizing this one. Okay. Now again we can rearrange it. It will come this side and get multiplied to this. So entire this one will get multiplied to this m. So it is arranged like this. Here the m will be remaining. So you have get now solve this one. So m will get multiplied to this and this. So we are getting this this one. We will be rearranging it. So this is md into gmm 2 by 1000. Okay. So md equal to 1 m plus this one, will this side it is minus, so we will bring this one. Okay, this is minus. So when you bring this one this side, if you bring this one this side, it will get added to this capital M. So again this one become free. So it is rearranged like this. So it is md equal to, now take the common, because this m is the factor, both the place this m is available, so you can take it out. So this one has been taken, this one is taken as a common. So now you have got md equal to m into 1 plus m into gmm 2 by 1000. So finally you got m equal to, because m, this entire thing can be taken this side and it will be at a denominator position. So take this side, it will get divided. So m equal to md by this much. So you got the new relationship. You can utilize this relationship to calculate the molarity. If you want to calculate the molarity, if the molality is given, if the molality is given, then molarity can be calculated with this formula. So these are the formula. Okay, we will discuss certain more relationship in the next few